Alright, I know I have a lot to say tonight because I keep posting videos after video after video after video, and as I said in, I guess my last one, I don't know, I'm losing track. They're all going to be about something different. You know, the last one was about what inspires you, and before that was about nostalgia. It was a public service announcement for all you viewers, all 5 of you. And the one before that was about nostalgia, and I think the one before that was something, a response to something I saw, which wasn't very mature of me to do. It wasn't something I really needed to do. I think I was just blowing off steam, and I guess I've already decided what this video is going to be about. It's about me reacting to stuff. Yeah, that video was kind of a prime example of who exactly I am. You know, when I see something, I always find, I guess, well, that video itself was more of a this is a social criticism. This is what I see in the world, and I'm just using this kid as a metaphor for it. I don't know if it's a metaphor or not. I think it's something else. I don't know. I'm not an English major, so I don't need to care. But yeah, that video was more of a, I see something wrong with society when it comes to ignorance and lack of tolerance of others, and I use that kid as an example of why I see it that way. And it really frustrated me because it goes so far against what I believe in being able to express yourself in however you want. And you know, that kid just kind of said, no, screw that. If you don't like Bieber, you can die. Which to me is saying, if you don't like food, if you don't like what I like, if you're not exactly like me, you can die. And that's not what I stand for. I know I shouldn't have reacted that way. I said a lot of things I shouldn't have. I won't apologize to the kid for it, but I will apologize for for what I meant and what I said. But I won't apologize for the words, or I won't apologize for what I said, but I will apologize for the words I used. I shouldn't have called him a pussy. I shouldn't have done I shouldn't have, that was just vulgar, very immature, and it's just not something that I do, or should do. It's not something I do a whole lot. It's not something I really want to do, but it happened, and that's something that I shouldn't have let happen. But yeah, that video was generally a social criticism. I kind of got carried away, but I was criticizing how I view society, especially American society, because that's really the only kind I've had experience with. I'm born and bred American, but I don't see as the society I'm in as a good one because of all this ignorance, and then everybody has to treat everybody nice. Or not everyone, not that to me, be nice to everybody, you know, don't tread on their beliefs. That's my credo or creed. But I don't like this whole everybody gets a cookie or a trophy or a prize and nobody gets hurt, because that's not how it is. People do get hurt. People do fail. It's not fun to watch. It's not fun to fail. But it happens. So people are different. Sometimes that's not fun either, but it happens, and it's okay, because people don't live the same lives, and the only way for people to be exactly the same is if everybody lived the exact same life you did, which means it'd only be you, because even if there were clones of you, they'd be looking at everything from a different angle, because they'd be in a different place. So the only way for everyone to be the same is if there was only one person, and that's not possible. We can't survive as a species without more than one person. So that's what I was going at, is that this intolerance for other beliefs or other likes or differences really got under my skin, and it always does, because it's something I see as important, and it's something that I see won't change. It can't change. This intolerance can't change until people start seeing that different is okay. That includes everything that spawns out of difference: racism, hate crimes, bullying, pretty much a lot of stuff that, well, pretty much those three things, because those are the only three things that I know of that happen because of hating something that's different. You're made fun of, and if you happen to be of another race, you have a lot of jokes about your race that, because of just what you look like, and that's stupid. That's not even something you can control. I mean, I want to be pink, or I want to be purple. I want to be a different color, but I can't make that happen unless I eat a whole lot of grapes or whatnot, and that's not good for you. It'll kill me. But the fact is, you can't control what you look like or how your body acts, like physically acts. It's biological clock. You can't control that. You can control your actions, but you can't control your genes. You can't control how your body looks or how your body is. You can only change what it does. And same thing for other things, hate crimes. You can't. With homosexuality, it's a touchy subject, because I do know a few people to where it is a choice, but I also know a lot of people where it isn't. And even for the people where it is a choice, they still have the right to be that. They have the right to decide. And the people who it isn't a choice, they have the right to be who they are too. It's not something that they're not less of a person because they like the same gender. They're not. They are just like everybody else. They just happen to do things differently under the sheets. That's it. And this bullying thing, that's got to stop. I mean, it's stupid, but again, I don't see these things as really changing in the near future. They don't seem to. They seem to be so deeply rooted in our current society, even in other countries, that that this hate and intolerance of differences and other beliefs won't go away for a while. I mean, that's kind of what is going on in the Middle East, and that's kind of how it started. Is one belief didn't like the other one, so they went and attacked it. Because this started before the World Trade Center, I guess. But either way, I mean, it's not going away. We're still fighting wars over it. hate crime is still really high. Bullying is, damn. I feel bad for my kids, because if it goes any higher, I know that or when I have kids, I know that they're not going to be they're not going to have any better luck than I did, and it wasn't really that bad in hindsight for me. But with my kids, it might be worse. It might be better because they might be the bullies, which won't be a good thing, but they just be contributing to the hate. I don't see either way. I don't see this intolerance getting better anytime soon, and if it does get better, it won't be enough to really make a difference. But that really bugs me, because that's not how I believe people should conduct themselves. It's not how I believe I should conduct myself. So yeah, I guess that's what this video is about. Yeah, this is just a little follow-up for my first in front of the camera vlog looking thing. That was a mistake in the word choice, but not a mistake in what I meant. But yeah, comment or whatnot, give me a few responses, let me know what you think. I'd like to know what you guys think. Was I right in that video, or was I wrong? Is there... I personally think I was wrong, but what do you think? I don't know. That's something I'd like to know, is what do people I talk to think about what I did? And give me a reason why. Yes and no is fine, but I'd like to know why you think that. Because a lot of times reasons are the deciding factor when it comes to doing something. It's not just yes or no. Or when it comes to believing something, it's why does it work? And so, yeah, just comment yes, or was what I did in that video about war between musician fans or music fans, was what I did, was the video itself a good thing to do, or was it a bad thing to do? And that includes what I said, what I meant, how I acted in the video itself, how my body was. So yeah, thanks for listening.